We're gonna do Caitlin, and then we'll see what we have for time, guys. We're gonna get you guys in there.
Good.
Okay. I know you really want to go.
Riley.
I know you really want to go. Okay. Okay. Let's go, Caitlin.
This speech will be an introduction of Megan. She's the beautiful one who usually sits by the windows, but today she's here. Our mutual conversations have shown her to be kind, smart, and courageous. She described how she struggled with self-confidence over the years, something I also lack, and how she's been steadily regaining it. This all begins with her children, her marriage, and her decision to return to school. Beginning with her children, Megan described her absolute love for her 3 kids, Seamus, Evelyn, and Clodagh, nicknamed Coco, all very Irish names, by the way. They have challenged her physically, mentally, and emotionally. She's been stretched completely being a mother. Their many antics have caused her to change her mental toolkit, as she described, to make more room for patience and compassion. She's gotten better at thinking on the fly, and she now has a deep desire to set a good example for her children. Being a mother has brought Megan great happiness, even though she feels she's been somewhat limited because of it. After her children is her marriage. These feelings of limitations stem primarily from her marriage. She married her husband 2 weeks after finding out they were pregnant with their first child. Marriage is always difficult, and Megan's husband no exception. She often felt that they weren't equal partners, that she was relinquishing control more often and compromising more often. This constant giving on her part made her feel drained, and her self-confidence began to dwindle. But in the back of her mind, Megan always knew she wanted to go to school. Finally, after her children and her marriage, Megan described to me her decision to return to school. There was little support for this decision around her. She herself talked herself out of it for years, saying things like they couldn't afford it, that with 3 kids she wouldn't have the time. But it was always in the back of her mind. And one day she, again, bit the bullet, as she described, and signed up for 2 classes. This was the day Megan courageously took her life into her own hands. When she received her first A, her confidence levels skyrocketed. She now knew that she was capable of taking care of 3 kids, of going to work and going to school all at the same time. This empowerment she now felt translated into all aspects of Megan's life. She gained confidence in her marriage, in dealing with her children, and most importantly, in herself. Her children, her marriage, and her decision to return to school. Throughout these different chapters of Megan's life, she's seen many ups and downs. Her confidence is now higher than ever, and she has herself to thank for that. Her whole story is one of inspiration for me, someone who has very little self-confidence, because it's one of pure strength. Throughout our conversations, Megan has shown that she is an extraordinary human being. For inside Megan contains the compassion of a mother, the intelligence of a scholar, and the grace of a woman.
Yeah.